Good morning, everyone. I'm back on my magician. Left off here in Lake Rathetear at the Aviax. So I think I can continue leveling out here, but I don't want to make 2 episodes where I'm leveling in the same location. So I think I'm going to go a little bit northeast of this zone and fight in another location. So I'll see you when I get there. Alright, I'm now approaching the area. I considered some of the gnolls out there on the piers, and it says a null high shaman scowls ready to attack. And it considers blue, so this will probably be an okay spot to level 4. Level 21 to level 22. So I have to get on land, summon myself a good pet, and then we'll go stand by the South Carolina zone line and start pulling gnolls, and hopefully it's a great place to level. If not, we can always return and kill Aviac guards. Alright, I got myself a very strong pet. He considers dangerous to me at level 21, so I think he's the strongest version. I'm going to give him 2 summon fangs, because I'm informed that they can dual wield if they have 2 weapons. Alright, there's one. Alright, now he's got 2 tiny little pointy daggers. You can see them if you look very closely. Right there, right there, they're so small. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, and this is where I'm going to start fighting. I am very low on mana, so maybe I should wait up here and meditate. It'll be dark soon, and then the stronger gnolls will spawn, and I'll have to be ready to fight the gnolls with their pets. See you guys in a bit. I'm going to meditate. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready to initiate a combat fight here. I've got my John Carpenter music going. Just started it now. No, this guard right here is in the way, and he's green, so let's just get him dead. First of all, since I gained a level, I'm hoping that my Shield of Flame now does 9 points of damage protection. Oh my gosh, 3 fizzles. That's eating up all my mana. Okay, now he's protected. I haven't given him burnout yet. I was going to save it. Let's go ahead and give him burnout. I wanted to watch him to make sure he's dual wielding. Alright, let's give him burnout now. He's piercing for 22 points of damage, which is excellent. Alright, so I'm going to have him attack the guard. The guard is green, but the shaman... Oh, there we go. So let's help him out here. I'm going to give that guy a shock of flame to help him die quickly so he can focus down on the shaman. There you go. I'll go ahead and take advantage of this time to loot. We're going to give these armor pieces to my pet. Alright, let's go ahead and sit down and rest for a few seconds here. Let's just take this guard out. Ridiculous guard. There we go. Alright, pet's already got this shaman down to 36%. I'm just going to meditate here. We're at 0% experience, and it took us up to 1%. Excellent. Now here's where we're getting some nice armor pieces for the pet and a bronze mace, which is nice. I can sell that. Although I'm now overweight. Let's clear up the rest of these. These are gonna be no problem at all for my pet, so I'll just send him in there to attack. While he's still got the shield active and the burnout. I think probably the Aviac Guards is a better place, but once this area becomes dark, we can focus on some harder, difficult fights. It'll be gnolls with pets. So we'll stay here until it turns dark, and maybe it would be a fun place to hunt. Meantime, I'll just clear these spawns out and get free cash. Alright, that was easy. Continue getting the guards. I'll continue meditating. We're gonna wait for there's gotta be another shaman out here. I'm sure there's more than just one. We'll get this guy next. And we are already overweight. Let's put this in our weight reduction bag. I saw a piece of armor in here. Let's put that in there too. Have him kill the null guard. We're just gonna kill them all. By the way, if you guys like this music, I'm listening to, it's a channel called White Bat Audio. I'm gonna have to credit him in the video description to make sure I don't get copyright striked by him. But if you want to listen to this or put it on background music of your own videos, White Bat Audio, he's got all kinds of videos with music playing that you can use as long as you credit him. Alright, we're gonna send him into attack. Just clear all these out. It's a shame that only one of them was giving me experience. So let's check the time of the day. It is now 5 p.m. in game, so we got a couple hours game time. And I've already checked the magician. The Aviok will not sell to me. He does not like my race or class. He called me a scumbag magician, so nothing we can do about selling some of this gear we have. The option I have is going to the Ogre Island, which is just northeast of this area. We could go there and sell to the ogres. I just don't want to give up this camp. So we'll have to do that at the end of this episode. I think I'll go and sell all my items. And should I just give the bronze weapons to my pet? See, a bronze mace is 6 damage, 36 delay. That's actually better than the snake fang. I don't think the pet uses the delay on your weapons, just the damage. So we can give the pet bronze weapons because they're just weighing me down. Look at this thing. This thing is just gonna weigh me down. I'm running like a slug now. Okay, we've cleared them all out. I've got a bit of armor for my pet, so I'm going to go ahead and give him 2 armor pieces. Pet, I bestow upon you rawhide leggings and rawhide shoulder pads. Use them wisely, please. Still overweight, so let's get rid of the copper too. I don't need copper. I'm a mage. Mages don't need to be geared well. It's just the cherry on top. Okay, so we've killed everything on this island. Every single null. Now I just have to wait till dark. And that's when all the bad guys come out. Appropriate music, John Carpenter background music. Things are getting dangerous. It's going to be probably tough. So let's state the zone line. And let's just wait. Be a good time to med up. I've got my heat stone summoned so I can see in the dark. We'll just wait here. I'll med up and I'll see you guys when it's dark. So I thought I would just talk a little bit while I'm waiting for the darkness to arrive. I was working on a video. I have guests over, so I'm unable to record videos. It's just a little weird talking into the mic when I have someone in the next room over. So I was working on a guide for my monk. I was going to do a whole complete run through the Shackle of Rock quest, and it was going to be from beginning to end. So, wow, this is a challenging quest. You have to start out in the over there. Well, actually, you start in Kabilis. You talk to all your contacts at the Court of Pain, And then the best way to do it is to collect all your pieces first that you need. And then you go to the over there, you catch a boat. And it's difficult to get on the boat because there's high level undeads protecting the dock from you. So it's difficult as an Ixar because the boats in your own continent are guarded by high level red mobs. So I had to jump in from the water. It was I would call it a janky attempt to get on the ship. I have to go from underneath it, go through the floor, come up the bottom, and then I rode the boat around. I had to hop off the island, the chessboard island in the Timorous Deep, talk to the Ixar master up on the mountain, and then you have to get back. So the boat that you take back doesn't stop on the island, so I was swimming out in the water. I tried to chase the raft down as it floated by. I ended up swimming behind the boat because I missed it. For about 15 minutes I was swimming in the water, and then the big ship that takes you to Firiona V and to Butcher Block, I ended up swimming right past that in the ocean. And then I was able to jump onto the rear anchor of it, and then I took it to Butcher Block and all the way around, and then I hopped off the island where the ogres are, and then I catch the raft back to over there. I'm like, this can't be the easiest way to do this, but that's how I made it. It was a very interesting way to do it, but then I had to go and collect the pieces, then go back to turn it into the Ixar Master, and I realized this is the roughest quest for a low-level item I've ever attempted. But I was figuring I can record all of the footage and then go back and edit it, and then add commentary later to explain what I was doing, read the quest dialogue. But then I thought, you know what? Let's just stop the video I was making, because I was making it over a 2-day period. And then I just want to jump on the Magician and continue this video. So in the future, I plan to make quest videos and put a little more effort into quest, kind of like, what would you call them? Quest guides. I thought quest guides would be fun to make. So that's possibly something I'm going to work on in the future. It looks like something spawned. Let's check it. All right, we have the undeads now. Okay, so what I wanted to do, now that I have my pet ready, let's go ahead and give him Shield of Flame. All right, now we're going to give him Burnout. We're going to deck him out. He's going to be, basically, we're powering him up. All right, now I also had one more item I wanted to give him. Look, he's got gloves now, and I'm going to give him Bronze Mace. 2 bronze maces. Let's give him that. I want him overpowered here. Take a look. He's still got the daggers. Okay, I don't think they replaced the daggers. So, what happened here? Pets just died. Skeletons. Okay. Ooh, what the heck happened here? Alright, now I'm going to see if I can get Shackle of Flame going. Alright, can't see the target from here. How am I going to pull these? This does not look good. Alright, let's see if I can get that guy pulled. Alright, we pulled him. He took a lot of damage. Alright, our pet is on action. Let's go ahead and blast down the pet. I don't want my pet getting double teamed here. Now I took aggro, which is fine. My pet has got plenty of life here. This gives me a chance to work on my combat. Totally planned this. So the skeleton's high enough level that he's actually gonna give me some experience. And I'll get full experience for this green kill here. There we go. We gain 1% experience from that. Pet is doing fine. He's at 39. Perfect. So I'm just going to sit here and med and let my pet handle the rest. I noticed that my spell did 96 damage. I think it's gone up from 94. Alright, there we go. And I got another % of experience for that kill. So the important part is that we're thinning out the spawn, I think. I'm going to go ahead and see that one con's blue. This is going to be a good place to fight. So my pet still got... I think my pet still got those buffs active, so I'm going to use the Bolt of Flame to pull this one. Oops, I moved. Alright, so we notice that one now does 148 points of damage. Let's go ahead and Shock of Flame because I want the full XP. Boom. Alright, we're now up to 5% experience for this level. Let's just keep eating our way through this spawn. I have to be prepared for a double pull at some point, so let me med up to at least 50% mana. Okay, I think I'm ready to start fighting. By the way, if it sounds like I'm whispering, it's because I have guests over and I don't want to disturb my guests or wake them up. I'm gonna give my pet Burnout, and I'm gonna give him Shock of Flame. Unfortunately, Shock of Flame still only does 8 points of protection. It can max out at 9. Oh no, 3 fizzles. Alright, so we're down to 44% experience. Darn it. So we have 2 of these that con blue. What I'm going to do is send the pet in. I want to have a little bit extra mana in case I need to blast these things down, because he's going to get overwhelmed by at least 2 mobs, possibly 3. Okay. So I'm going to pull this first skeleton. I'm going to pull it with a Shock of... Actually, I'm going to do a Bolt of Flame to pull him. Let's go ahead and do a lot of big damage here. So, one more tick of mana. I want to have about at least 60% of mana. That's even making it dangerous. I just don't want to waste these buffs that I just applied to my pet. Those 3 fizzles really chewed up into my mana. Alright, one more tick of meditation and we'll be ready to start. There were 61%. Let's do it. I'm going to target this first skeleton here that cons blue to me. Here we go. Start off with Bolt of Flame. That's my strongest spell. Hopefully we only pulled 1. That was perfect. Heck, let's just go ahead and Shock of Flame him now. That's going to give me the full XP for this combat fight. That should take me up to at least 7%. It did. 7% XP now. Now that we got him down, let's see who else we got to fight. Maybe we can fight these down by the docks. Oh my god, dry bone skeletons. Let's go ahead and send my pet in to fight. It's going to be even con fight, so... yeah, let's meditate for a second. Pet still got the buff, so let's go ahead and send him in. Alright. I'm going to meditate, and then I'm going to go down there and start blasting it away. I got my armor on the pet. Help him out a little bit. Let's go ahead and give the pet some assistance here. Pet's winning the fight, actually. Very proud of the pet. 2 blasts. 3 blasts. I want full XP for this. Alright, there we go. I don't know if I'll get full XP. This is a really great place to fight at level 21 if you can handle these mobs that are in close vicinity to each other. Come on, pet, don't take too much damage now. Alright, that gave me 2% experience, which is really good. Oh, we got small bronze breastplate. Wow. I don't think I've ever looted an armor piece so good before. Wow, you got bronze breastplates here. So we're gonna get this other dry bone skeleton. I just need to get a little bit more life, and I'm gonna have my pet sit down and he's gonna rest. Alright, we're about to fight a dry bone skeleton. This one is a little weaker. He cons blue, but just by a little bit. Okay, so he's like 1 or 2 levels below me. Let's go ahead and send the pet in there. I didn't give him any buffs. Oh no, it's got a 2-on-1 fight. Let's go ahead and give him Shield of Flame really quickly. I'm going to skip Burnout because Burnout tends to fizzle a lot. Let's just go ahead and blast these things down. I didn't want a 2-on-1 fight here. Tell you what, we'll do a skeleton. I'm going to blast him down with Shield of Flame. Bolt of Flame, the strong one. We took aggro. We're going to have to be a meat shield. My pet is getting a lot of damage right now. Blast this thing down really quickly. Alright, pet is really hurt now. Perfect. So pet is hurt. Let's go ahead and help him out. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Come on, pet. Now it's yours turn. Oh no, let's do Shock of Blades. I am out of mana. We're gonna win this fight, but it's close. Come on, pet, you can do it. Alright, now we're up to 12% experience. Wow, that was actually a good fight. That was a challenging fight, actually. Really challenging. Okay, so we cleared out the docks. I still don't think it's a great place to sit and rest by the docks, but let's sit up here. I think it should be safe. Alright, pet, you and me, let's take a rest here. We're up to 12% experience now. This looks like a good place to sit and camp. We'll both take a seat and lick our wounds. Alright, I think we're about ready to start fighting. I just realized my Renew Summonings is up and I could use that to heal my pet in case I'm in the need. Okay, nothing is respawned over here. I see these 2 things over here. I'm actually going to go for, oh, Greater Zombies respawned over here. Perfect target. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it with a Shock of Flame. Send my pet in to attack. Come on, pet, get in there. I took a little damage, but that's fine. Ooh, I took aggro. Okay, pet. I'm not sure why he's not rooting with his root spell. Alright. We got this zombie down. I don't like tacking on this weird ledge. Go and blast him down again. I don't know what just happened here. Did I just get... Well, I got 3% experience, so I got the full XP. Alright, now this guy respawned. Okay, they're all starting to respawn again. I'm down to 37% mana. Oh, darn it, this is going to be a 2-on-1 fight. Okay. I think we'll be able to handle it. Let me give myself about a couple ticks of mana and we'll get these 2-on-1 fight. I didn't want to fight these at 2-on-1. I wanted to fight them as they respawned, but I was a little slow. Okay, we'll focus down on the skeleton first, because that one's green, and then I'll let my pet tank a greater zombie. That's the plan. We'll see how it works out. And by the way, just an observation I made. If you give your pet 2 weapons, like Summon Fangs, and then I later give them bronze maces, the bronze maces won't replace the earlier weapons that he took. So I just lost those. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is give my pet... he's healed up properly. Let's go ahead and give him Shield of Flames. That's not too mana expensive. Let's send him in there to fight skeleton. He's going to grab aggro of both. I'm going to blast down the skeleton. Quickly blast down that skeleton. Boom, okay. Now he's gonna tank the zombie by himself. Take half the experience. I understand, that's fine. So this gives me a chance to meditate and be a lazy mage. That's why I picked mage in the first place, to be lazy. I feel like mage is the laziest class. Alright, so if that damage shield is doing a lot of good here. Looks like it's an even fight. But I'll be there to tip the scale to help my pet. Alright. It'd be nice if you had a base level pet that could also gain levels and gain experience with you. Okay, there's no way we can get half the experience because he's already taken over 50% of the damage, so I'm just gonna throw a heal on him. Probably not the most efficient thing to do, but give him 2 heals and just sit down. And just let him do the rest. Yeah, he's doing good. Pet, you did good. Alright, we got 2% experience from that kill. We went from 15 to 17%. Let's see what kind of good loot we get. Alright, only some silver. That's fine. Now the big fight's gonna be this zombie over here, so I wanna make sure I'm really ready. Well prepared. Pet, sit down. We're both taking a seat. You can't tell, but he's sitting down. Wow. I was just about to stand up and fight, and this skeleton respawned right on top of me. It scared me. Okay. I'm gonna let Pet handle it while I just meditate and get the rest. Wow, that scared the heck out of me. This is not a great place to sit and rest, I figure. I think I'm gonna fight this guy here, but I'm afraid these two will respawn, as this one did. So let's just wait a second. Make sure the one at the dock doesn't respawn first. Gives me a chance to rest a little longer. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try this. A little nervous about it though. Let's give the pet Shield of Flame. I'm also gonna give him Burnout. Burnout lasts 15 minutes. I need to remember that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy. Bolt of Flame, and then we're gonna pull him up the side of the hill. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. The other one respawned just right now. Oh no. Let's run over here. No. Okay, I got attacked. Here we go. Let's see what we pulled. Oh no, I pulled everything. Oh my gosh, this happened to happen. I might have to zone out, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna run. Oh no, it had to happen. That was gonna be my final fight for this video and it ruined it. No. Pet is still going strong. I don't have a root spell, unfortunately. Oh no, 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 no. Run, 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 run. I'm gonna die here. Guys, that's gonna end the episode. Oh, it had to happen that way. I pulled a zombie right as the other guys respawned, so it went from a 2-to-1 to a 3-to-1. Luckily, I'm bound here in the arena. I knew those things were going to respawn. I just wanted to finish up making the video because I wanted to work on my monk video next. So, lesson learned, be patient in Everquest, don't rush things. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll go loot my body and we'll continue working on the level. I went from 17% experience, I think, to 8% or something like that. I lost a mass amount of experience. but that's okay. I had fun. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great week. Bye.